Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Sports Trading Live TV. And in this one we're going to be getting into some Lay The Draw live trades. If you've watched the previous videos, you'll see that I've shown you the best time in the match to lay the draw, and I've shown you the best types of matches to look for. Now it's time to show you some actual live demonstrations that I recorded earlier recently on Betfair. You're going to be looking over my shoulder, and I'm going to be talking you through every step of the way. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the live trades. And one of the big pluses about laying the draw in the second half is that you get the opportunity to actually see how the teams are performing based on their first half performance. It's less of a shot in the dark than it is compared to getting involved at kickoff. So in this match here between Newcastle and Burnley, we spotted an opportunity because Newcastle have been very, very dominant in this. In the first half, they've had 61% of the possession, fair few goal attempts. Burnley haven't even had any, and also Newcastle had a penalty as well, so they've missed a penalty. So definitely, this looks like a sort of situation where we would probably want to use Lay The Draw though, because do we definitely have faith that Newcastle are going to be the team that takes the lead, or maybe it could be Burnley? By laying the draw, we're keeping both outcomes on side. Of course, that's one of the advantages of the strategy. But as I just mentioned, one of the best parts about getting involved in the second half is the fact that we can see how well Newcastle have played in the first half. They came very close to scoring, so it's a good value opportunity to get involved. So we've laid the draw here at much lower odds as well. Let me just show you. We've laid the draw here at 2.36. And if we were to lay the draw from the beginning, if the chart ever loads, we would have had to have laid it around 3.25, as you can just see there as I bring that into shot. So we've got a much lower price as well, which is obviously, as mentioned earlier, one of the big advantages of laying the draw in the second half. So we've seen that Newcastle played well in the first half. We're involved with Lay The Draw going into the second half in this one, and we're just looking for that goal. And the second half carried on pretty much the same way as the first half. And this time Newcastle have managed to take the lead. So we're just going to cash out on this trade here. The price on the draw has risen to 6. And it's a successful trade. Very successful there. Newcastle 1, Burnley 0. And just shows the power of getting involved in the second half with Lay The Draw. Remember, we saw that Newcastle were pretty dominant in the first half. They looked like they were going to score. They didn't quite get there. And we had the opportunity to just get involved. And we've locked in a nice return of 60% of our stake. So not bad. Newcastle 1, Burnley 0. Successful Lay The Draw trade. And of course, as I've said, when you're using Lay The Draw in the second half, it does not have to be right at the early part of the second half. It could be like in this situation here, where suddenly the match comes to life with like 20 minutes left. I mean, there hasn't been much happening in this match at all, but it's just come to life in the last 5 minutes, and it looks like both teams are actually starting to go for this. So, you know, we've got our live stream there. We're just going to go in. We're going to lay the draw for £100, and the risk is very small compared to if we went in right at the start of the match. We're risking £60. If I bring up the chart here, then we can get an idea of where the price was at the start. It was a 3.75 lay. So we're getting quite a big discount on this. We've got 16 minutes left to get the goal we need. And at this point, it really doesn't matter who scores, because that draw price is going to rise dramatically. So Las Palmas 0, Malaga 0, and there is 16 minutes left. And there you have it. The goal came pretty much on the 90th minute, as you can see there. So, you know, there's just another quick example. Look, the match came to life very late on. Very, very late on. Our risk was only £60. So, you know, we're going to cash out a profit on this one. And it's just another example of how, you know, you don't have to go in at the start of the second half. You don't have to go in the 60th minute. You can just wait for the match to come alive in the late stages, and then you lay the draw. Remember, when you're laying the draw around the time when we entered, it really doesn't matter who gets the goal. In this case, it was the favourite, Las Palmas, but if it was Malaga, we would have locked in a similar profit. So We got the goal in this one. Nice and easy. Late the draw there. Las Palmas 1, Malaga 0, heading into stoppage time. So this is a Premier League match. It's Watford against Chelsea. I'm just going to be laying a draw in this one. Spotted an opportunity in this particular match. It's 82 minutes. It's 1-1. Chelsea were a very strong favourite before this match. However, they did get a red card. So they got a red card and Watford took the lead. And usually, I don't like to get involved when the favourite has a red card. The favourite is down to 10 men. However, Chelsea have been actually pretty good in the last 10 minutes or so. And Watford have looked pretty dangerous on the counter-attack as well. And Chelsea just equalised, and you feel the momentum was with them. But at the same time, Watford could easily score as well. So this definitely looks like a good situation to lay the draw. Anyone could score in this one. And at this late stage in the match, it really doesn't matter who scores. So Watford won, Chelsea won. We've got 7 minutes plus injury time left to get a goal. Well, we didn't have to wait long for that one at all. Watford have just taken the lead almost immediately after we got in the market there. Very nice goal as well. So, like I did say, either team was looking like they were going to score there. So that's always a good opportunity to lay the draw, especially in the second half, especially when it's late in the game as this, because when it is this late after the 80th minute, it really doesn't matter who scores the goal. So the odds have risen. We laid at 1.48. We've got out at odds of 7, and as you can see, we've locked in a nice profit there. So successful winning trade there. Watford 2, Chelsea 1. Just a quick example of how you can lay the draw late on in the second half if you spot a good opportunity. So we've laid the draw in this one at half time in this match between Kilmarnock and Dundee. We laid the draw here at 2.3 at half time. And one of the good things about laying the draw in the second half is it really doesn't matter who scores. Dundee, the underdog, have scored the goal. But we're still going to be able to cash out for a pretty decent profit there. Let me just show you. So Kilmarnock, the scoreline now is Kilmarnock 1, Dundee 2. Laid the draw there at 2.3, and we've got our odds of 4, locked in £41. Now, I'm just going to bring up the chart. Let's just have a quick look. So as you can see, the match started out, the draw price started out around, I think it was 3.75 at kickoff. So it's only gone up to 4. So if we were to have laid the draw at kickoff, we wouldn't have been able to lock in much of a profit. But by waiting until half time here, we've managed to lock in a much more worthwhile profit here. So Kilmarnock 1, Dundee 2, winning trade. And of course, another one of the advantages of laying a draw once you get into the second half is you can also spot opportunities that develop. Now, this match between Forest Green and Stevenage wasn't really on the radar before kickoff. It was two quite evenly matched teams. However, Stevenage have had a red card. They took the lead, they've had a red card. Forest Green have equalised and now pretty dominant and have the momentum. So we can get involved. So we've laid the draw here at 2.5 in this one. And there's still half an hour left in this. So Forest Green 1, Stevenage 1, 30 minutes left. And no sooner were we in the market and we got the goal that we were looking for. So pretty straightforward stuff there. As I said, this match before kickoff wasn't really on the radar, but something developed in play and we got involved with it. So we've just locked in a profit there. We were in the market for about 10 minutes, got involved just after the second half kicked off. And now here we are, Forest Green 2, Stevenage 1. We've locked in a profit of £64 there. Laid the draw at 2.5 and we're out at 7.2. So not a bad trade at all and very, very worry-free. So there you go, Forest Green 2, Stevenage 1. So that is just about it for the Lay the Draw live trades. I hope you've enjoyed checking those out. I just wanted to put those up basically to show you, to demonstrate the big difference between laying the draw from kickoff or in the first half versus what can happen when you lay the draw in the second half. You would have seen there that the risk is lower, but the potential profits are much higher. And you've seen some of the scenarios which can pop up in the second half, and you've seen exactly what I would look for when trying to use this method. So don't overthink it too much, and most importantly, always stick to your game plan when you're getting involved with not just this strategy, but any trading strategy. So that is just about it. But remember, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more sports trading videos, more strategies tested just like this, then make sure to hit the subscribe button. And also remember, check the links in the description of this video and all videos across the Sports Trading Live channel, as you will find a way to get hold of a free mystery gift that will assist you with your sports trading. This is only for those who are subscribing via YouTube. So if you did like this video, make sure to check out the next video where I'm going to be showing you some lay the draw exit strategies. It's not just about cashing out. There are many different ways to exit with this method, and I'm going to be showing you some of those. So I'm going to be showing you what they are, when to use them, and also maybe some live trading demonstrations as well. So head over to the next video and I'll see you there.